I'm Susan Heller, the Kosher Keto Maven, and now we're going to make the stuffing. So I have the croutons that I made in another video, and I'll link to that at the end. We'll use some celery and an onion, and then we'll use some schmaltz or chicken fat, and this is by Empire, it's OU. We use salt, that's OU, and black pepper, that's KSA. And then we'll use thyme and sage, that are KSA, and marjoram, that's OU. And that's it. So let's get cooking. Okay, we're ready to make our stuffing. First, 3 ounces of schmaltz or chicken fat, or you could use the fat of your choice. This really gives a lot of flavor to the stuffing. And we'll let that melt, so let me turn on the heat to about medium. As that's melting, I'll show you the rest of the ingredients. I have half a cup of diced onion, a cup of sliced celery, sliced pretty thin, and 4 cups of croutons. And for spices, I have a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme, a 1/4 teaspoon of marjoram, a 1/4 teaspoon of sage, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. So that makes it easy, a 1/4 teaspoon of each one. Okay, this is melted. I'm going to add the onions. Give it a little stir. And add the celery. And we'll saute this a few minutes until the onions are translucent and the celery begins to soften. I think I'm going to turn it up just a little bit more. When that's ready, we'll add the spices and then the croutons. I also have some broth from the gizzard stew that we made the other day. And we'll add probably a cup. We'll see. Okay, that's good. So we're going to add all the spices. It's very fragrant now. Now it's time to add the croutons. It's 4 cups of croutons. They're going to absorb some of that chicken fat and the spices and make them much more flavorful. I'm going to turn off the heat. And add some chicken broth. First, I'm going to start with half a cup. Oh, hit the nail on the head on that time. Okay, I'm going to let that cool. Might add some more broth and put it in a serving dish. I'm going to pour it into this baking dish. It definitely needs a little more of the chicken broth, or the turkey broth it is, not chicken broth. So let's do another half cup. I made another stuffing recipe. It is a keto recipe using cauliflower rice. I will link to it in the show notes and at the end of this video. I think it still needs more. I just go by how it feels. It's going to bake for 40 minutes at 350. So as soon as I take the turkey out, which will be in about 10 minutes, I will turn up the heat. Hey, I'm being sloppy. I'll turn up the heat and put this in the oven. I think it still needs more. Maybe these croutons just don't absorb as well. Here's the stuffing, fully cooked, baked, and ready to serve with our giblet gravy that we'll make in the next video. Sauté Maven.